What up?
Yo, dude.
Dude, from the blue room to the red room. What's
What
up,
up,
dog?
dude? That's what I call it. Yeah, the red room, man. How you loving it?
Fucking cool, man. I like that Zach Wild guitar. It's sick as fuck.
Yeah, Zach, that was what started this whole damn thing, dude. If I could show you everything that's in here, from Zach to I got two of Dime's guitars up there. Gate,
Oh,
I got all of Gates's guitars, his acoustics and Godsmack shit, all the Five Finger dudes.
that's
I gotta hit
dope,
your
man.
guy Jerry up, man. Come on.
Oh, dude, we'll get you dialed in, dude.
Seriously, man, that'd be rad. So how you living, dude? You looking good?
Yeah, man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm home, obviously, just like everybody else, and
Right.
it's been obviously an interesting time, but for the most part, dude, I'm pretty good, man. I fell off the wagon for a little while. I wasn't drinking, but I was getting high.
Yeah.
So I had to go get, clean and sober.
Yep.
And it got a little. I just honestly, I was just bored. I think I
Sure.
just had too much time on my hands.
I heard you say that actually. I read what you said, and I felt for you, but I also know that you're a really strong human. You know what I mean? I knew that you were going to kind of
Yeah,
get back on your ways and get back on your path too. Are you working out, man? Still doing all that kind of
yeah,
stuff, keeping yourself lean?
yeah, yeah, man. I just got done with a run just a few minutes ago, dude. It's like I got to stick with it, dude. Just because it's like, what I'm saying, when the shows come back, dude, I just want to be like, I want to be fighting shape.
Well, speaking of that too, by the way, folks that are watching this right now, don't look at me. Look at that man right there. That's one of the most badass frontmen on the planet, dude. Seriously, I've always been amazed at how you do that night after night. I know. That's what I'm
Sorry,
saying. That's what I'm used to seeing.
the show's ready to break out at any moment.
So how do you keep that energy up, man? Do you have those bad nights you get on stage like, oh my lord, how do I do this? Where do I get this energy? How do you do
Yeah,
it?
there are moments when I'm like, how am I going to do this?
Yeah,
And then it's like, we go do our huddle before the stage. I hit my knees, say a little prayer, get connected, and then step on that stage. And it's like, it's there's just a flip. There's a switch that flips, and
yeah.
it's
And
just it's the energy from the crowd.
sure, oh, of
It
course.
really is the energy from a crowd that dictates like where the show's gonna go. Sorry, let me turn this off. It dictates where the show's gonna go. So if the crowd's got great energy, it's like we feed off of it, and we definitely miss that, man. We miss that element. But I will say, to be able to, I didn't know I needed a break from the road until I was home for a little while, and I was like,
Sure,
oh man, like
sure.
I I needed a break.
Well,
And
you found where all the light switches were in your house. You're like, holy shit, I didn't know we had a light switch here. That kind of
totally.
stuff,
And
right?
hey, and then I found the light switches that didn't work.
Right, right. That
You know
too.
what I'm saying? I found
Yeah.
those too.
Hmm.
So yeah, doing some home improvements out here.
Sure. So I interviewed Dave Grohl years ago. He told me that every once in a while the band gets on stage and things aren't gelling, they're just not connecting, but they've got that one song that when they get to that one song in the set, it just comes together and things will shift. Is there anything like that with Papa Roach where y'all get on stage and that one moment in the set that just clicks, gets you all back to zero and you're off and
You
running?
know, it's funny that you asked that, man, because after you've been on, doing this for so many years, and obviously it's like when we play Last Resort, that one just it makes the crowd go off. To Be Love's another one of those songs. It's like instant. Getting Away with Murder, it's another one. Scars, like it's funny. I start naming these songs off. I'm like, well, that's what we do live. We just rip these kids.
Yeah,
But what's been fun for us is we started adding in cover songs into our set,
sure.
and we were doing for a while. We were doing that song too by Blur,
Oh
and
yeah.
woohoo,
Yeah.
and it was like,
Yeah.
and it was just that moment in the set for me where it was just like, it's just kind of fun to get out of the P Roach box for a minute and just something else. And it was like I'd look around on stage and the band, all of a sudden, like the band's like their energy level went from here to here, and I'm like, what is about playing somebody else's song that kind of
Sure.
like it gets you off. And that
Sure.
was really fun. We did that, or we did Firestarter was another moment for
Oh
us in the set
yes.
that like it just elevates the energy, and
Yeah, I
we had
can
a good
totally
time
see
doing
you
that.
guys ripping that, man. That's fucking great. You know what, dude? I brought myself. Look at this. Look at shit. Look, you're looking at your own face right there. Huh?
Hey, look at me.
I saw you put this out this summer. I'm like, oh, I gotta get that. I gotta get that. That's so rad.
Yeah, dude. We had to do the Here's Johnny
Yeah,
Shining shirt.
that's good.
We have fun with those like kind of holiday type releases and stuff like that. We've done some stuff where we're like knock off Nightmare Before Christmas, and we did that like this Jack, the Skeleton Jack dude. We did one which was cool,
Oh, the
and
Nightmare,
so we
the
have fun doing
Halloween.
that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Spacing out
Oh
right
yeah,
now too.
Nightmare.
That's really cool. Is
I
it
don't know,
Nightmare
one of
Before
those things.
Christmas?
Yeah, that's
Is
what it
that
is.
it?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Jack the Pumpkin King or whatever?
Yes. Yeah, dude. They
Right
got
on.
me all posed up as him. So yeah.
So
Thanks
recently,
for the
dude, I know
support,
you
man.
did an interview. This is just recently, where you talked about some bands that inspiring you. It's exciting to watch these bands because of the sound that they're bringing or the new vibe that they're bringing to the
Yeah.
rock scene. Bring Me the Horizon, definitely one of those
Yeah.
bands. But you talked about Grandson and Youngblood and stuff. What is it
Yeah.
about those bands that you dig? I think I know this answer. I think I know what you're gonna say, but I'm really curious to yeah.
I just feel like that don't give a F type of energy, and they're bringing something that's like it's their live shows are energetic. As people, they're just flamboyant, and I love that. Those front men, especially Youngblood, he's pretty flamboyant on the front man front, and I've seen him rock a crowd. I saw him in Europe first time I saw him live, and I was like, oh shit, this kid's like the real deal. And it was
Cool.
right before he had really blown up. And so just that raw, visceral energy, and they're rapping in some of their music, and they're kind
Yeah.
of bringing back some of the elements that early, some of the influences that we brought to the table back in the day, but they're bringing it with their own fresh style. And so, yeah, man, there's some exciting stuff. And not that like every track of theirs I love, but it's like there's a lot of stuff that those bands are bringing to the table that's pushing rock forward and really evolving the genre. And I think it's exciting.
Is it something with a beat that always you gravitate towards? Something just
Oh,
that
dude,
you
it's
can
that,
pop to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that just reminds me of you all the time. Just kind of keeps you
that
moving.
stick and move, that cut and move, that boxer shuffle. Oh,
Yeah,
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 dude.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
love that stuff.
Is that something why Papa Roach does a lot of remixes and stuff? You're always open minded to like, let's change this up a little bit. Let's bring in a beat that wasn't there before just to change this whole path. Is that
Absolutely, man. I
Sure.
think the genre bending era that we're in is something that we've always been infatuated with since we began writing music.
Sure.
And so to see it happening on a bigger level, EDM artists are working with rock artists are working with hip hop artists, rock artists are working with country artists. Like there's a couple things on our new record that we're working on right now where we might actually have like a country feature on one of our tracks. You
Well,
know,
yeehaw.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and just really, really like expanding the horizons for our band. And I got this track with I did with Kazo and this guy named Sullivan King, two dudes from the EDM world. And I'm actually after this call, we get on another Zoom. We're going to talk about a video treatment for this piece.
Right on.
And
Right
so
on.
collaborating has been a really fun thing for us. And remixes, bringing that cat Jarris Johnson in and
Yes.
doing the remix for Last Resort. Like
Yep.
it's a fun time to celebrate and kind of break down the walls right now for us. Especially, dude, we've been doing this for 20 years, man. It's like,
Right.
Yeah.
You need
Gotta put a wig on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Get it fresh. So before we talk about the new album, dude, let's talk about the new album. You know what I'm saying? I got a little props here, people. Look at this. The vinyl. Look at them cool kids right there. If you had to pick a track off this thing, dude, which one of these off the greatest hits is your fave? You got a fave? Is it they're all like your kids, right? So it's kind of
I mean, they're not all winners though. You know what I'm saying?
People check this vinyl out though.
It's hot, right?
That's insane.
Yeah,
so cool.
We really put a lot of care into the packaging of this piece, and yeah, that's right. Little pictures, just feeling all. Woo! Look at that. Look at Jerry Horton.
Look at Jerry looking all good there. How's his hand healing up, man? You doing good?
Oh, dude, he's doing. Oh, Tobin Esperance, the supermodel right there. You know what I'm saying?
Look at all these good looking.
Tony Palermo, dark and mysterious. Favorite track off that record, man. I gotta say, oh, that's a tough one, man. Born for Greatness, I would say, is probably one of my favorites off that one, just because it's so like outside the box for us.
Sure.
And it really kind of broke down some walls for our band. And
that's one of the first songs you actually emailed me that one. Like I had that one early. I had Born for Greatness, maybe American Dreams.
Yep.
Maybe.
Dude.
Dude, oh, I know, the Periscope. I remember hitting you up going, like texting you and like, brother, Periscope.
Yes.
Holy hell. By the way, folks out there, if you love Papa Roach, you know Periscope, but everyone should know Periscope. That song is breathtaking. Breathtaking. God, I love that song, dude.
There's something, I agree, dude. There's something really special about that song.
So Born for Greatness, you're going with that. That's your fave.
Yeah, I say
right,
Born
I'm
for
cool with
Greatness.
that. That's cool. So I was saying, dude, the other day, I was just trying to get inspiration to start my day off before I was doing both my radio shows. And I put on the Falling Apart music video, and the hair just stood up on my arms, man. I love the video. The idea behind that treatment, dude, the video itself with the girl running through the town with the bag of money. Can you tell me about that a little bit? Where'd that idea come from?
So we worked with this cat, Jesse Davey, a few times over, and he actually was the guy we worked with on Hollywood Horror. And he just always comes with these super creative, just rad ideas and stuff that visually it's just intriguing. And it's like there's subcontextual levels to the art that he does. And I feel that, with Falling Apart, that was not my idea. Like he just came to us and was like, all right, I got this. Well, hold on, he's from the UK. So he's like,
okay.
I've got this vision, mate. Like this girl, she's running through the town. She's like in Mexico, and it's like she got this bag of money and like she's running, and we're just like, that sounds dope, dude.
Yeah.
I want to see it. Like he didn't have to explain it all the way. We were like, just with the accent, you just sound so cool.
Sure.
But he nailed it, dude. Honestly, man. And it's like when I watch that video, it's like that final stand in moments in your life when you're running from this thing or this problem or this nagging issue, and it's like it's the last fleeting moments before you just surrender. And I've come to a few of those moments in my life, over the years, and I always find that when I come to those endings, they're always a new beginning.
Sure.
Even when it's like this greatest hits volume 2, it's like it's the end of an era, but it's the beginning of a new era for us. And it's like those endings are always new beginnings, and it's always beautiful to be able to, I guess, say you're done with something, move on, and start new.
Yeah, man, I love that. That's a great analogy, man.
That rebirth, man. That rebirth is so healthy, man. And so essentially that's what I get from that video, man. It's just that rebirth and coming to the end of an era.
I was listening to that song the other night just on headphones, and I was thinking, in many ways, obviously people are always going to interpret whatever the song means for them. And I'm listening to it thinking, it's almost like you in a love song to God, almost, in many ways. Like, kind of saying, I'll follow you into the dark, and you got my back, and you're going to take me out of this. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely, man. It's like if I ever wrote a worship song, like that's it.
That's cool. So talk about the new album, dude. What, COVID-19, obviously y'all can't play, you can't be on the road doing what you love, but you're putting together a new record. So y'all get together in a house out here, and I hear it's just fire. What you guys are coming up with, it's just great. So.
Oh yeah. So we locked ourselves up for a month down in Temecula, California. It's like past LA, kind of in the high desert. Got this place, and everybody got COVID tested. We showed up. We had a chef there. We had a couple engineers there, our producers, the band, and a videographer. And from the moment the equipment was set up to the moment the equipment was torn down, it was just nonstop creativity. And
wow.
we dug really deep on this record, and we got really adventurous. And it was a great Kickstarter for the creative process. We came out of there with like 10 songs, I think. And it was like, we just felt like we were onto something really special. And I think being able to live together and be in each other's presence 24/7 really like caused, for like some emotional breakthroughs within the band, some creative breakthroughs within the band, and just ultimately like some rowdy fucking experimentation creatively, musically.
Sure.
And there's some stuff that we did down there that isn't going to be on the record, that maybe it'll be on some future releases or something like that. And then there's a bunch of stuff from those sessions that will be on the record, and stuff that we recorded there made it onto the album. And then we took the rest of it and intermittently over the last 4, 5, 6 months, just made trips to the studio and just locked in and created and finished up this album. And we actually just got off a creative call with our new record company
Right on.
and discussing the album and the order of the singles. And we just did a creative call as well for like album artwork and album title. And we're getting into that next phase of the creative process because we just got done mixing the record.
Yeah.
And we're sitting on something special, man. Like this
Awesome.
album is going to like blow rock fans' minds. Like
Awesome.
we are doing our best to like project rock into the future, but still maintain the guts and the purity of the genre and who we are as Papa Roach. And so fans can expect to be taken on a wild ride on this one. And
That's exciting, dude. That's really exciting.
Yeah, man. And it's all things Papa Roach, dude. It's not like some self-indulgent, like we got experimental and now we're making like Radiohead, okay, go,
Sure,
okay, computer,
sure.
like, which is a great record, by the
Yeah,
way.
right.
But for us, we really wanted to hone in on what we felt were the strongest elements of our band and then evolving those.
That sounds so cool, dude. And I heard something about a ballad, like a full-on ballad too. Is that gonna make the record?
Yeah, man. So we wrote a ballad, man. It's like it's not a love song, but it's like one of those sawdust on the floor kind of broke down type tracks, and it's just raw.
Cool.
And it just has this, it's got a little bit of a country feel to it, but not completely. It's kind of got some folk element to it.
Yeah.
And we've never really ventured into that space on a record before. And it just, I think being out in the desert and listening to the coyotes howl every night, that had an influence on, and an impact on some of the sounds of the record as well. And so
I can imagine.
It definitely had a influence on this track that we're talking about, but I can't say the title because we got to keep those secrets.
Yeah, and I'm reading this, and Jacoby and ballad and stuff. And I'm like, well, man, I feel like y'all have done somewhat of a ballad before. Like even Forever's not completely a ballad, but yeah, it is. It's down tempo, then it picks it up, and it's got a great story. And you know my love for that record. So I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, anyway, dude, I can't wait, man. So I won't keep you too much longer, dude. A couple of quick things to wrap here. And by the way, at the end, we're just gonna wave bye, and then I'm gonna stop the recording, and I got another couple questions for you quick on the back end. Okay, so you mentioned in this thing here, the Bring Me the Horizon, one of those artists pushing rock forward. I'm catching up with Ollie Sykes on Thursday, so I thought you could ask a question of Ollie for me in this interview. What would you want to know?
Okay.
You got a question for Ollie? You can go ahead and think about it for a couple of seconds too.
Yeah.
Just take your time. But yeah, I mean, he's an interesting dude. I've never interviewed him before. I love the band. I love the music. Like what you said with what they do with their sound, and they seem to be like, we're not worried about what y'all think about what we're doing. If we're going to be heavy, if we're going to come out and just do something, a duet that's just beautiful or very EDM vibe to it, doesn't matter. That's what we're doing. So anyways, I figured you would appreciate someone like him. So when I read that, I'm like, yeah, he's got
question B.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Ollie, my question for you is, what is your favorite up and coming artist that nobody but you knows about?
I like it. I think that's solid. Perfect, dude. Well, thank you for giving me some of your time today, brother. I appreciate you so much. I cannot wait to see you on the road again. And it's been too damn long, dude. So
absolutely,
stay happy, stay healthy, and all that stuff, dude. Thanks for your time.
Too, man.
All right, bro.
It's great to see you, dude. It's great to see you, man.
Yeah.